Oh, oh, we're live. All right.
Yep, we're live.
What's up, everyone? Good evening.
Hey, I think we got her all set up and running. Got Atlantic Adventures, Mark White, Dominic. I'm running late. I'll be in about 45 minutes. Okay, Dominic. Anything new with you at all, Justin? Other than you're eating dinner. Justin's on a pause because he's eating dinner. So, hey
Uh,
Max, how you doing?
yeah, just went out and got dinner.
You get burritos or what?
No, got Chinese food.
Oh, there you
Haven't
go.
had it in a while. It's Sarah's dad's birthday today, so he passed away a few years ago. That was one of his favorite foods.
Oh,
So we
okay. So you're
decided to do that for dinner for him.
celebrating his life, huh?
Yep.
Well, that's nice of you.
I just
Mr. Skyfly, good evening.
Bill, Joel, Mark, Dominic. Sorry, let me get my stuff together here.
Wonder what the hell's the matter with my camera. That's better. Turn it off, turn it on. So how's everybody doing tonight? How was it in Florida today? How was the weather?
It was in the mid 70s, high 70s,
Yeah,
kind of
see,
back and forth.
this is just another dreary day today with misty rain and fog and you name it. Yeah, the only thing I might have to report is that the little girl that lives upstairs, that Lenny calls Sweet Thing,
Uh-huh.
her name is Dallas. You've seen her on here before. Yeah,
Right.
Dallas slipped and fell out in the playground broke her arm,
Oh,
broke her leg, broke a hand, broke a wrist. So I had to go pick her up. Her dad carried her out to my truck and we took her to the hospital. So,
oh man.
yep. Lenny, welcome, welcome.
Every kid, most kids will get a broken bone at some point in their life. I think 2 out of 3 of mine have had them.
Dominic's going to be running a little bit late, people. So if anybody else would like to join Justin and I in the panel, you're more than welcome to.
What's up, Lynn? Lynn said there was no breaks or sprains. They just got a call back from the hospital.
Oh, all right. That's good to hear. Well, Lynn, that makes sense because I was talking to Lynn on my way back from the hospital after I dropped him off. And she says, was she crying? And I said, no. And that was an indicator to Lynn that there wasn't any broken bones or whatever.
I've had about, was it six broken bones since I was a kid. And I'll tell you, it don't matter if it's a finger, a toe, or an arm. They all hurt.
Oh, yeah.
In the first week, you barely get any sleep because of the pain.
Laura can't help herself. She says, I was going to join shortly, but Justin's there.
I guess she saved us all some fun. I saw Matt this morning. Oh my God, he was with
Yeah,
Lynn
Matt was
Miller.
on the show this morning. Yes. Yeah, I was so happy, tickled to death to have him because that's the only person that joined me.
Yeah, I was out running errands this morning, so
That was really nice of him to jump on there with me. And I think he enjoyed himself too. Oh, they're waiting on x-rays on her upper arm. Okay. So most all the other injuries are just sprains and strains, huh? Slings and ace bandages. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Actually, my right thumb is actually still 5 degrees bent out
Oh,
outwards.
really?
Yeah, because when I broke it, the doctor said, "Well, it's fine if it just heals the way it's at," or he's like, "I can break it back into place." I said, "You fucking touch that thumb, just leave it alone." It was already so hurting so bad. He's like, "I can put it back in place, but it's gonna hurt really bad." He said, "But if you leave it like that," he goes, "you'll make one hell of a piano player."
Lynn's been cleaning her house today. Evidently, she gets an inspection tomorrow from the VA hospital to make sure that her surroundings are up to snuff, or else they'll try and push her into some assisted living, and she's not having that.
Can they force that on her?
I don't know. She was kind of talking about it, but having never dealt with them before, I don't know what the deal is, but she has a 1 hour interview tomorrow in her home.
Lynn's got a nice home. I'm sure she'll be all right.
Oh, from Humana.
Good luck to you, Lynn.
It's not the VA, it's Humana Hospital.
Oh, probably her insurance.
Yes, North Side. Dominic, Matt was on the stream this morning.
Yeah, I saw that Matt was giving Laura the business this morning.
Laura was giving it back to him too. Yeah, it got lively, that's for sure. And as soon as a lot of people saw that Matt was on my channel, boy, they came right on over there.
Oh, it's a sympathy thing, you know.
No, they're
Matt,
all interested. They're all interested in Matt.
nah, Matt's like a Make-A-Wish kid, you know. It's all sympathy views.
Lynn says they come and do this inspection twice a year. She just doesn't like people in her house.
Understandable. I'm sure it should be okay.
Oh yeah, she's been cleaning all afternoon, even though she's really not up to it. Laura says Matt's just a small channel that wants to be one of the big boys. Laura can't help herself.
Yeah, he'll get there one day, Laura, one day.
The Yeah, the weather's supposed to be nasty for next several days, on and off.
Well, it's warmed up here the last few days. It hasn't really been cold at all. It's been nice, just not cold. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't start cooling off again till around Monday. Sunday. Saturday's supposed to be in the low 80s. Friday and Saturday.
There it is. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But the
What's up,
thing of it
Tank?
is, there's another one right behind it, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. They said that this one down here might spread and get bigger.
All right, I could build up. What's up, Frank the Tank? Oh, no, see, I'm opposite Lynn. I can't stand that stuff piling up. I get more than like 4 things on my desk. I start freaking the fuck out. That is one hell of a description there, Joel. Yeah, I wouldn't take I'd take what the Russians say with a big grain of salt, Mark, because they shoot down their own damn planes all the time. So, and I think they shot 2 of their Su-35s down.
Oh, Frank the Tank, how you doing?
I mean, it could have been, but they could be blaming it on Ukraine too.
And here comes Captain Joe.
Trying to get whatever sympathy they can.
How you doing, Joe?
Oh, I'm not. Still running a fever. I feel like crap. My
Yeah.
daughter just called me. She goes, go check on my car real quick. Because it's been raining here real hard. We got about 8 inches of rain, 9 inches of rain. I walked out there, water's over her wheels.
Really?
That'll be the 5th car at this complex I've lost. We've lost. 6 car.
It's so high you couldn't move it.
Can't get to it.
Joe,
So it's done.
you need to get one of those big redneck trucks with like the 40-inch tires on it.
I had an Xterra that we had rain one night here, 24 inches of rain, and it was over the dash of the Xterra. The apartments downstairs had 2 feet of water in them.
Wow.
And it's
So
only
Shane,
my building that floods.
You need a big enough truck where you got to have like a 4 or 5 tier step ladder to get into it.
Oh, I agree. My car got moved. My son moved his police car out the way. His police car is low, being a Charger.
Oh yeah, he's got that Charger.
Yeah, he moved his way on the other side.
It's not like he's driving a Tahoe or anything,
No. But I moved mine where it doesn't flood. But it's just that one area of this parking lot back by me. Because they got a big drainage canal and they will not dig it out. They stay overgrown with all this trash. And since it's overgrown with all this trash in it, it doesn't move the water. So I'm going to raise shit this time with the city. I'm going to say this is the 6th automobile. And it's not supposed to stop raining until tomorrow.
Glenn, I totally see Paul as one of those ones that just coasts through stop signs and punches it when the light's yellow and screams at the person for not turning left on a red.
the thing that is,
Oh, wait a mo. Before I jump into my excited self and, insult Joe, Justin, what colour light?
What?
What colour light did you say you jumped? Yellow.
Yeah, he sped
You
up.
mean orange? Amber?
No,
It's
ours are
red,
yellow.
amber, and green.
No, ours are
Ours are
red,
yellow.
yellow.
No. It's
green.
universal across the world, Justin. Come on. But anyway, that's enough bullying of Justin. Joe, this is your turn. You're going to have to move over now. The 3D printer's coming tomorrow. I'm taking your slot.
oh wow.
Go,
Hi, everybody.
please.
I'm excited.
I hope he gets a
Please
fucking
do
rock
so.
in the box.
That's
Justin,
funny.
what'd you say?
So I hope he gets a fucking rock in his box.
It's coming direct from Bamboo. If this goes
It's gonna
wrong,
open it up. It's gonna be a piece of bamboo.
if this comes wrong, because it's not from Amazon, right? Then that'll be it. That'll be it for me. All hell's gonna break loose. I'll be nipping over to America, sorting Bamboo out.
Everybody say hello to Frank the Tank RC.
Hey, Frank. Hey, Mark. Hey, Max. Hey, Linny. Hey, Skyfly. Hey, Northside. Hey, Lance. Have I pissed you off yet, Justin?
What?
Have I pissed you off yet?
Who?
Me.
No, I don't understand half of what you say anyway.
Okay.
It's all just gibberish.
I'll just carry on then. Hi, Laura.
Hmm.
Who else is in here?
Joe's been sick now for what, a couple of days?
Today is number 3.
Hi, everybody else.
Yeah, I was about 3.5 days for me. But my fever always hit me at nighttime. Like during the day, I felt fine and just had the cough. And then as soon as I would hit nighttime, around 10 o'clock, that's when I'd feel the fever coming on.
Yeah, just so you're all aware, yeah, the reason I haven't got Justin's bug is because you can't see it, but I wear a face mask. I know he's not sitting 2 meters away from that screen, coughing on everybody.
Maybe some shit you catch a virtual cold. No, there
Put another
definitely
pair
is
of
something
Chinese.
going around.
So, can
But
you
we
believe
both
this?
we
Right.
both got tested at the doctors. It wasn't COVID or the flu, so
Really?
nope. They said it was something else. They said no, it's just something else. They were like, it's not COVID or the flu, so
Right, you ready for this? 2 weeks ago, we was approached about our Lions merch that Gitchy got us. Right, and everyone's like, "We can't find it over here. Where can you get it from?" I'm like, you get Lion stuff anywhere. Yeah, but we want the official stuff that you're wearing. Right.
the kitchen needs to open a store over there.
Put it
Start
this way, right? Today we went out. I just wanted to buy the shirt. Nowhere. Everything Detroit Lions has sold out.
do they have official NFL gear or is it like
Yeah.
off brand shit?
No, it's official NFL gear, but they only do the shirts and limited jumpers. They don't do the stuff that Gitchy got us.
Oh, it's probably not. Even though it was sold out, I'm sure it's not a huge seller compared to like your local stores, you know.
Apparently, according to the woman in one of the shops, Lids, which is the sports shop, she said they've never sold a Detroit shirt or top. She said they had shed loads and just stacked up. She said,
Oh,
but this last week, it's gone nuts.
Oh, you guys might have fans over there that just may not be particular to one team. They just go for whoever's winning.
Yeah. But
I mean,
the other thing is, I was actually approached by a Preston North End fan who lives in Michigan and has invited me over to Michigan to watch a Detroit game as long as I bring him back over here to watch a Preston game. It's like, maybe not.
I met a dude from Wells today at the DMV.
Wonder where
Yeah.
Welsh Robin been.
Dude, he was more ginger than Rob.
Really?
Oh, they are a funny ginger bunch, that Welsh shit. What? Has anyone
And
seen?
I totally guessed too. I was like, I looked over at him. I said, "Your accent." I said, "Welsh." He goes, "Holy shit."
Holy shit!
I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to recognize specific accents now. So,
Was he in a wheelchair? Because we haven't seen Welsh Rob for a while.
no, he was really tall and slender. He was
Hmm.
over here for school at at one of the universities. Can't remember which one he said he was going to. But because he was here more than 6 months, he had to get a Florida license. So you
Yeah.
can only drive on your foreign license for 6 months, and you have to get a state license. So yeah, he went and he was getting his license because he was going to be over here for a year or two. So he's over here on a school visa.
A study visa.
Yeah.
Oh, I found a sparky feather. Awesome. One back in my collection. Yeah, so as you can imagine, I was having a pretty bad day not being able to find a Michigan top or Detroit. Yeah. Even Primark now, Gitchy knows our Primark sells off crap Michigan stuff. Yeah. You know, the stuff that you'll put in the wash and it'll fade straight away.
Well, there's other companies that
even
will either
that's-
outright
Yeah,
steal
even
the
that's gone.
logos. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's companies out there will outright steal the logos and sell the shit. And then there's ones out there, there's other companies that will buy, you know, the license for it to sell it. There's a lot of NFL counterfeit shit out there though. A lot.
Yeah.
Lynn says he can get an international driver's license, can he?
In Florida, you can drive on a foreign license, no matter what country you're from, as long as you have a
Yeah.
visa to be here. You can drive on that. And because I was listening to a lady tell him, she said, because he was sitting right next to me.
I thought that was I thought that was international law anyway. Because if you guys come over here, you can drive for 6 months on your current license, but then you have to go through the British one.
Over here, states can do their own thing. Each state can individually do their own thing. Florida's law is that you can drive on a foreign license as long as you got a visa and you're here for a legit reason. You can drive on it, and then after 6 months, you have to switch it over. You can still keep your license from your other country, but you have to get a Florida license.
Yeah, because Lynn, when you were living in Italy, you used to just have an international driver's license, didn't you?
Well, I mean, that might have been too, because she was in the military too. They might have some special license
Yeah, it might be a special deal.
for people in the military. Because, you know, sometimes they get stationed overseas for 2-3 years at a
Mark
time.
says you can use a foreign license for up to 12 months.
Is it 12 months? I thought it was 6 over here, but might be 12.
Laura!
I can't drive anyway, so it don't matter.
Every country
Laura.
can set their own rules for that. I mean, just like here, every state can set their own rules because every state does their own drivers. It deals with their own driving, as far as license and everything goes. It's not there's not like a federal mandated license.
As you guys know,
State by
Laura's
state.
been on one today, so if you would all like to follow me, we'll start another live stream somewhere else and leave Laura here on her own. Can't hear you, Laura, which is an improvement.
No audio, Laura.
Your mic's dead. Or is your voice gone? Please be your voice. Please be your voice. Please be the voice. Please be the voice.
About now?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's very low.
Yeah, it's very low.
Very
Now
low.
about now.
That's good.
Zoom turned my mic down.
Good.
Oh, they didn't even make
No,
him do that, Lynn. He just walked in there, filled out the stuff he needs, showed his license from the other country, and they just gave it to him. He didn't have to take the written test.
Yeah, showed he was from Wales, and they went, no, we're not dealing with that crap.
Well, Florida, like some states, so California, if you move to California from another state, they'll still make you take the written test in order to switch your license over. You don't have to take the driver's test. You just take the written test real quick, which is easy if you know if you know how to drive. But in Florida, if you move here, you just go in there and pay the fee and they switch your license. It takes 15-20 minutes.
So that's why you drive on the wrong side of the road. Trying to stop us driving, innit? When we come over.
I don't know if that'll apply, whether or not it's the wrong side of the road, David.
No, it's not flying, it's driving, but it's definitely the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, Mark said you can get stuff on eBay, but it ain't cheap. He's
Not
talking
cheap
about
from
the-
lids either.
Oh,
It
lids
wasn't
is
cheap from
expensive
anyone.
over here too. We have lids over here. They're expensive. They mainly do hats, but they do like sports jerseys and shirts and stuff like that. But their hats are expensive. Like if you want to go, because all their hats, a lot of their hats are, they have the official hats, all the different sizes, but then they have the embroidery machines in there, and you can go in there and get a blank hat, and they'll like do a custom embroider on the hat for you. And you're talking, dude, you're getting up into $150 probably for a hat at Lids doing that. But there's people out there just into hats like that.
Laura, I'm not going over to Tashi's tomorrow.
Okay. Why?
You know, South End Road where the gas leaks always happen.
Yeah.
Well, they've not fixed it the road properly because it's collapsed,
Oh, okay.
and they've had to close the road, which means Wickford will become a car park.
I still want that snack helmet, David.
No, It's expensive.
Oh, it's 56 quid. You can print me one.
Maybe changed his name to Zoom. What?
What?
I had to check and make sure Mia was in. Ugh.
It's better when your camera's off, Justin.
Turn your damn camera off. Keep it up.
Oh, this bacon's starting to wear me up.
Well, like I said, Mark, over at least in my area, we actually get a lot of people from your guys' neck of the woods, so I'm probably pretty sure they're used to it there. As you, like I said, there are quite a few richer people from the UK that have summer or winter homes here, I would say, that are snowbirds as well.
Like down in Florida.
Yeah, there's quite a few people from the UK in my area that have homes that they come to during the winter down here. Obviously, if you're doing snowbirding internationally, you got to have some fucking money because that ain't cheap. That's expensive.
You know how I told you about my bank and now they're messing me around? Yeah. I was able to pay this company all that money with no security checks. I was even able to buy a bamboo printer from Bamboo with no security checks. Today, they have security checked me for everything. £1.50. Sorry, got to make sure it's you.
What's up, Tim? Well, actually, the reason why
Hey, Tim.
well, the banks over here normally do that, David, is because usually that's the start of of somebody that stole your stuff. What they'll do is they'll do a bunch of little charges to test it. And then a little bit later, that's when they'll hit you and they'll grab, they'll take your money and
Okay,
buy
that's
like
fine.
a shit ton of something.
Right. But if somebody's robbed your bank card, they're not going into the charity shop or pound shop. Yeah. They're just security checking me for every small amount. It's like, you're just getting annoying now. Pack it in.
But normally that's what they'll do over here, though. Like I said, I'm just saying over here, that's usually the telltale sign that somebody has stole your card because, like I said, they'll go online or they'll actually, some people are stupid enough to physically go in a store and try the card and they'll buy something small to see if it works. And they might go to a dollar store and buy like, a soda or something and they'll test it.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, oh, it works. And then they'll run over to Walmart and say, I want 2 brand new IMAX. And
Yeah,
then
no,
they'll
but that's
swipe
what
the
I mean.
card,
Yeah, I can
Yours was
understand
the
that.
opposite. Yours was the opposite way round.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Check me once, but they've checked me in every store, everything I bought.
But
Today.
is that so
Yeah.
bad though? Because at least they're looking out for you.
Well, no, but they did allow me to, spend £600 without a security check.
Hmm. I don't know.
All
You
right.
don't like much.
They're gonna know in the morning when they come into the office, especially with the answer phone message I left them.
See, like my bank, every time I did a transaction, I'd get a
Notification.
message. Yeah, it don't matter if it's for $1 or if it's for $100.
Oh yeah, we get that as well. The only problem with my bank is, you'll spend money, Poundland, B&M, Tesco stuff today, and then tomorrow you start getting these notifications. You're like, you just spent from £1 in B&M. Oh, I didn't. That makes you panic.
Because then, if they thought it was fraudulent, what they'll do is they would temporarily lock my card, not shut my account down or anything, or deactivate my card. They would just temporarily lock it, and they'd send me a text message, and they say, "Did you spend this amount at Walmart?" And it'd be like $200, And literally all you had to do was reply to the text message, Y for yes, N for no. And if you
Oh,
put Y,
wouldn't it be
then
nice
they
if you
would
did that with
immediately
us?
unlock it and approve it.
It'd be nice if you did that with us.
But it was like instant. Like I said, I could go to the dollar store, swipe for $5. I immediately get a text message like 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
After it goes through.
Did you just buy a can of Coke? Yes. Fine, carry on. I also bought a £600 printer. Yeah, just carry on.
But not all banks are the
Is
same
that is
either.
that what is that what it weighs that's coming?
And £600 in cash. We use
Up,
pounds
Tim.
and pence.
Oh,
not dollars.
pounds. I thought you said that's what it weighs. I'm going, oh my God.
I hope not.
I don't know if I said hi, Tim, but what's up?
If it does weigh that, Paul, the delivery guy is going to drop it off at the table.
Yeah. Well, Laura will take care of it for you.
No, I won't.
I'm trying to decide who's going to use the printer more, you or Laura.
Me.
What's up,
Hey,
Gitchy?
Gitchy.
Hey,
Man,
get
how
you.
hot is it there? Tim said he's outside melting. How hot is it?
Hard. Not that bad here, actually. Quite warm. Not had to put the heating on for the last 2 days. Uh-oh, what have you found?
It's 34 degrees with a misty rain. That's Canada over there, US, and it's just a misty rain.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, it's pretty dark looking out there.
Pretty obscure, isn't it?
If anybody would like to nip into the Detroit Club Shop and give them some feedback, I said the dungarees are a no-no. And Laurie, you're not having them.
They don't have my size. I checked.
Show them.
Okay, here's a
see.
question.
I'm on a different website now, David.
What the hell is a dungaree?
They're like a pair of jeans, but the strap that it covers your front and has a strap that comes over your shoulder.
Oh
Think they
damn, you're
call-
about to hit
We call them farmer pants.
Oh, Tim's gonna hit 100 degrees today. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
look at that, Tim.
He's going to hit 100 degrees Celsius?
No, hell no. They'd fucking be his car would be on fire. No, he's 32 right now, which is about 90 degrees, and 38's I think at 100. If I remember correctly. I'm starting to remember now is all the Celsius shit. So
Yeah, like these, Paul. Well, these are shorts. Normally, you can either get them in long or skirts or whatever.
yeah, those are just called coveralls over here. Or overalls. Well,
Oh, yeah, overalls are for painting.
no, those ain't for
But when
painting,
the
that's for sure.
denim,
Yeah, I was going to say,
When the guys are
David, on
dungaree.
that website, they call them overalls that I sent you to.
I know, but I'm saying over here, if they're denim, they're dungarees, and if they're not, then they're overalls.
David, the oven's bleeping.
I can hear.
Well,
But
then
it's
go and
not
sort it.
burn you. Right, guys, Laura's demanded that I go and sort the oven out. I'll be back.
Hold on, I gotta look that one up, Tim. Looks 51. That's fucking hot.
No, that's not hot. That's smoking.
Yeah, I was thinking about 118, but no, it's 123. Fuck. You pushing on Death Valley temperatures there in the US. Gotta love the morons that go out to Death Valley and don't prepare at all. Yeah, let's go out here with a half a tank of gas and drive 150 miles in the middle of the desert. No water, no food. Fucking idiots. Like, put about 5 or 6 gallons of water in your trunk. Make sure you got an extra 5 gallons of gas. Fill your damn car up. Throw some snacks in there.
Snacky snacks.
Because you never know. Because these people will go off road onto a random dirt road they've never been on, and drive 10 miles down it, and then get down to a part where you'd have to have a 4-wheel drive truck, and they're in a fucking Prius, and they just bury it in the sand, and went out there with no supplies, and then end up getting killed from the heat. The real famous case is the German couple back in, I think it was the late 80s, went out to Death Valley and were in a rental. It was a rental minivan that they rented. And they just recently found one of the bodies in the minivan, I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago. Helicopter happened to be flying through one of the canyons and saw the old rusted out minivan buried in the dirt. They went out there and ran the VIN number on it, found it was the rental van that had been missing since the 80s. And they found one of their, the bones of one of the missing Germans and actually returned it to Germany to the family. But they never did find the other person. There's
Good
actually a whole-
afternoon.
What's up, Dominic?
About time you turn up.
Well, I got so excited this morning because I had to go out and do something around 9 o'clock. I got so excited. I got out of the house in one go and didn't have to go back for anything. Then I get to where I am now and realize that I don't have my fast charger or the charger for the laptop. So I have to sit on the phone and have to use my phone for.
How long
This
you plan
afternoon.
on being out for?
Well, I might have to go home again, which is a bugger.
Honestly,
I was staying out and do a few things.
Honestly, what you should do is get you another charger and keep it in your bag that you carry your
Yeah.
laptop in, and then leave the one plugged in the wall at home. That way you don't
Yeah.
ever forget it.
That
Just
could be a
never
good
take
idea.
never move either one of them. Keep the one in the bag at all times and keep the other
Yeah,
one in
because
the
I
wall.
usually have. I've got a charger. I've got 2 or 3 different chargers for the phone and for other things. But this is the only thing I don't have a backup for, which is a shame. And because it's an old laptop, it's an old MacBook. It's going to be pretty hard to find one of the Mag 2s.
And not to mention these new phones, especially the cell phones, you can't just go to a gas station anymore and just buy a cheap plug and cord because it won't work. When a phone's rated at 25 to 65 watts, and you try to plug in a little 5-volt, what was it, 5.2 volt charger, it'll take 6 hours to damn charge that phone up.
Yeah, I know.
And then if you're on it while it's charging, it actually dies quicker than it's charging.
Yeah, because there's more going out and coming in.
Exactly.
Hey, Dominic, Gitchy wants to know where you're at now.
I'm at Melbourne Central, the place that I usually go to. The other times I've been on, it's just that I don't have my laptop charger, and the only thing I can charge is my phone. So Melbourne Central, which is a large department store, strip mall. I don't know what you call them over there. It's a department store with different shops in it.
It could be a shopping mall, an outlet mall. I mean, there's all kinds of different terms, just depending on the style of it.
Yeah, mainly there's probably 3/4 of it are clothing shops. It's a couple of shoe shops.
Is it all indoors?
It's fully indoors. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a shopping mall over here then.
Let me see. I'll turn the camera around.
Because like outlet malls, that's where all the stores are outside.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
That's what it looks
that would be a shopping mall over here.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% a shopping mall then.
Yeah, and then I'm in a bridge between the two of them.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
he's there
Joe.
because it's 9:45 in the morning, and he's waiting for all them good-looking women to come through.
He's
Yeah. And
although
comes
it's what,
Andrew.
There's
although it's a
Andrew.
Thursday morning, so I don't know how many people would actually
Andrew.
walk coming
What's up,
through there that
Joe?
early.
Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, how's it going?
Thursday morning.
Pretty good.
There's a lot of people who come here on the Thursday morning.
You look like you're in a greenhouse, Dominic.
Yeah, it just happened to be next to a plant.
Well, he's having a growth.
Yeah.
A,
Yeah,
a growth stream.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'll look at it, Tim. Tim said
What's
what he
up?
was wondering how hot it was over there, Dominic, because it's supposed to be up to 38 Celsius, which is
Yeah, it's
100
only
degrees
20
Fahrenheit.
It is 20. Let me have a look. Exactly. It's
You
22
said
at
it's
the moment.
32 now, but it's supposed to go up to 38.
Well, we're only going to 27. We've already had our hot day for the week.
Well, tomorrow it's supposed to be 60. Friday it's supposed to be 70.
Uh,
Is that
Yeah.
trying to work out what that'd be about.
warm? Usual high is about 50 Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay. Well, our the average temperature for Melbourne at this time of year is 28 Celsius, which is what, closer to 80. We usually get 3 or 4 times where we get into the hundreds, and we haven't been into the hundreds since March the 18th, 2023.
I'll take 80 something over 100 degrees any day.
Oh, definitely. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, but with our average temperature is way below average. It's like 1.5 or 2 Celsius. So it's like 20 or 30 degrees Fahrenheit below.
That looks like a nice spot there, Tim, that you're going to be at.
Mm.
Where'd you
Well, I
move to?
finally finished that lithophane for my other son.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How did it turn out? Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
I just have to figure out the light to go in it like that. I'm thinking about one of those that David was talking about that does remote. But he looks at it when he comes in and he goes, does it have to look Japanese? Like I should have pictures of me doing kung fu on it?
That's not
And I
Japanese
looked at him.
because that I've got lights on the front of my house, like sconce lights, look just like that.
And I was feeling so good. I looked at him and I went,
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
so I'm making a different one for him. That's just going to be plain like this on the top
Yeah.
and plain on the bottom. And I'll use this one. I'll take the little veins out. I already know it's flooded, bitch.
Well, the thing of it is you're making it as much for his wife as you are for him. I bet your wife will love the other one.
No, that's the girlfriend.
The girl,
The girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But the
Ooh.
wife will love this one because this one I'll just wait. And at the wedding next month, I'll take 4 pictures of them and I'll put them on that and give it to them. That'll be the wedding one. And to tell you why I think this will go over well is because when I was in Okinawa back in '76, I bought a real Japanese tea set. He begged me for that, my son. So he's got it at his house in North Carolina, and he's got it displayed. So that'll go good around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely keep that. I think your son's gonna love that.
Mm.
Hey, Justin.
Sarah?
One of you, anybody,
Yeah.
anyone. there
They got
anybody
him by
out
the ear.
there?
Tim wants Justin to show his office that he sent him a picture of. So
Okay.
To anybody in the Stickley household.
Yeah.
So
well,
what
we're
are you up
losing
to?
people left and right.
So David, what are
Yeah.
you up to?
Is
David,
anybody out there?
Laura?
David's
Hello?
making his food.
Oh, okay. Because we're losing people left, right, and
So-
center. I'm going, where is everybody?
So what are you two up to?
Eating.
Oh.
Mind your own business, you know what you get.
And what's on the
Andrew.
menu?
That's
Dominic,
that's the sound of David with a mouthful.
Mhm.
it was.
Just want to make sure you're still with us.
Well, somewhere.
So Laura, what did you make for dinner?
I didn't make anything. David did.
Well, what are you eating then?
David does the cooking.
Some of it. I've got pita bread with chips, cheese, and pickle.
Ah,
Nice.
A ploughman's chip sandwich.
So Chef David or Chef Birdman? Or Chef Birdman?
Both. I am a chef. Well, used to be.
Chef? What kind of chef? Like
One that cooked food.
yeah, I know that, but like what kind of food?
Dessert chef and then sushi sous chef, as they call it.
Okay. Okay.
none
They
of
have
it,
different names over here, I suppose.
none of it was had any kind of meat in it.
What's your
It
what's your
did.
what is your specialty, your favorite thing to do?
Try and poison Laura. Shh. Shh.
I can hear you.
I don't have a specialty. I just cook what I want. And
I
Laura.
thought your signature dish was the bean burger.
No, the butter pie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds different.
I make them from fresh.
From scratch.
I had a steak and mushroom, homemade steak and mushroom pie yesterday for lunch.
That sounds good.
I didn't make it
Yeah.
myself, but I went to a place, it's a donut shop that a friend of mine has just opened, and they're going into pies as well now.
I
They
was
spent the
gonna say.
last 12 months building up their donut business, and they have a donut the size of a cake, 12-inch donut.
Donuts.
Yeah,
Well,
12-inch donut. It's the
Well-
size of a birthday cake, but it's a donut.
because
So I
there
got a
is
pizza.
there is one that's it's a cross between a croissant and a donut. They call it a
Yeah,
cronut.
they do cronuts as well.
Cronuts, yeah.
Yeah,
No
Have you
thanks.
had
they do cronuts. They do cinnamon swirls.
Mm.
Yeah, they do a 12-inch version of that as well.
cinnamon swirl? Is that like a cinnamon roll?
I should have taken
Laura?
photos while I was there yesterday. Yeah. Well,
Laura?
I'm going back
Yeah.
there next week anyway.
Take him the
So-
bamboo printer. I'm off over to Dominic's.
Yeah. Send me one.
Oh, Gitchy. Gitchy went for comfort food. Gitchy had oatmeal for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
I can't
I
eat
had
that.
fajitas. Fajitas. I had fajitas with cheese.
I have oatmeal for breakfast, not like dinner.
Cheese fajitas, huh?
Dinner is
Chicken
between 6 and 7
fajitas.
p.m. None of this dinner at 3 o'clock rubbish.
Yeah, I'm
Chicken
gonna have
fajitas with
Excuse
night
me.
roll for dinner tonight.
Dominic.
Yeah.
Dinner time is between 12 and 2.
No, that's lunch.
That's lunch.
No, it's not. It's breakfast, dinner, tea.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
I'm from the north of
Tea.
England.
Well, it
I vote for Laura.
Tea.
I'm from the
tea-
north of England, and it's
Tea
breakfast.
is
dinner,
something you
tea.
use with a tea
Right.
bag.
You have dinner ladies. They're at school. You don't have
You have
kids at school at
lunch.
tea time.
You have lunch,
Lunch
lady.
ladies, yeah.
Dinner ladies. There's even a program called Dinner Ladies.
Yeah, I
What?
remember that. There was a comedy, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Oh.
Victoria.
English comedy in the
Victoria-
70s and
Well,
80s.
it was
wasn't
it was a comedy, Dominic, because it was so screwed up as far as it was lunch ladies, but they called them dinner ladies.
No, they call them dinner, and it's dinner time.
Hi, Lynn.
Lenny,
Lynn,
Lynn
come
says
up
she
here.
eats when she wants.
Lynn, come up here.
Lenny, Andrew wants you to come on the panel and just leave your camera off. Just come on an audio.
And Mark's in the chat.
It's
I
been a
need you to
while,
correct
hasn't it?
Laura.
It's been a while since he's been on, hasn't it, Paul?
Yeah. She's not
Well,
feeling
she was. No, she was on. She was on the phone the other day.
she was on the
Oh.
phone. Yep.
Linny, how's Anthony?
Oh, TJ? I haven't seen TJ.
No, we're not on
No,
about
Anthony
TJ.
Anthony's her bird.
Oh,
Call. Is it a McCall?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got a picture of Anthony.
It's a gorgeous bird.
She raised it from an egg.
What's up, Mike?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I was hooking up a printer for Sarah's mom.
Yeah, I keep wanting to raise chickens with the eggs, but I keep eating them. I tell you, if I could get rid of this cough, I'd be okay. It's the one thing I want to get rid of. I could deal with the fever and I could deal with the aches. But this cough has got me in so much pain.
Sarah's mom keeps buying technology she don't know how to use. I'm having to keep fucking hooking
How much did
everything
she
up.
pay for you then?
Yeah.
Gross.
li-
Not in that way. Jesus, she's your mother-in-law. Crikey, man.
No, but
Oh,
no,
Josh,
she bought a
Go ahead.
Roku and a
Go.
printer today and didn't know how to hook either one of them up.
yeah.
well,
I'm
Do you
gonna
blame
try
her?
to get that thing off to you this week. I just
Oh,
I've been
okay.
too sick to try to do it.
Are you good? Just let me know whenever.
And then you heard me earlier. It's still raining, pouring out here.
Yep.
And I
Captain
know
Joe.
my
Yeah.
daughter's car is gonna have water now in the car because it was right there in the first place and UPS just went by. So they pushed the rest of the water in it.
Hold on. Does your daughter live in the same complex as you?
No,
Well, how do you check her car then? You make it seem like it's like right downstairs.
it's downstairs. We brought it
Oh,
here
shit.
yesterday.
Why the hell you keep bringing
Can
cars
you-
to a flooded area?
But we brought it here yesterday and I told her, park it right there. I said, I'll move it so it's raining hard. And I was sleeping. Woke up,
Dude,
walked out and looked. Were you kidding me?
Only
But she
bring
was
cars.
getting ready to she was getting ready to trade it in anyway.
Like I said, only
It-
bring
it'd be
cars
covered.
over there.
Insurance
That you
will
want.
cover it.
Di-
That's what I'm saying. Only bring cars in there you want
Joe-
insurance money for.
Joe, I
That
would
one
have
needed insurance money for it.
I would have parked it up higher in a spot where it's higher elevation.
What, like on the
there's
roof?
only there's a high spot if you don't park on the way the complex is here's the building. The ditch is in the back here. Let me get up. Yeah, I'm trying to show you what I can.
Joe, can I give you some medical advice? Pure pineapple juice.
Maybe. So this is my building. Back here is where all the cars are parked, and there's a big canal back here. All along the building, you can have problems with the parking. And the first 4 parking spots on this side. If you park down 6 or 7 parking spots on this side, you don't have any problem. She's parked over by the dumpster over on the other end. So the dumpster's actually floating.
Whoa.
Yeah, Captain
Yeah.
Joe. For your throat and your cough, pure pineapple juice. Or if you get the tin fruit that you know, like tin pineapples and stuff, the syrup that comes in the tin, it's really good for your throat.
Yep.
But there's a cough syrup. I'm blanking on the name of it.
Well,
Dayquil,
honey's good for
NyQuil,
your throat too.
NyQuil.
I've got
Oh,
NyQuil over there. I've got the tablets. I've got the gels. I've got the Alka-Seltzer, the Cold Plus.
yeah.
I'm gonna have
Pineapple
to go to the
juice.
doctor tomorrow if I don't get any better.
Pineapple juice, it protects your throat. And Linny, yeah, I know what you mean. We end up in the bad books when we clean the cages out.
Mm.
Go over there
We
and
spent
tell
you-
him.
all week making that mess.
Joe, have you
Oh.
tried Mucinex?
Got that in me too.
Yeah, go over there and try, go to your doctor's tomorrow and tell me what that good cough syrup with the codeine in it.
Oh, that's shit, man. I actually can't take that. I'm allergic to codeine. As soon as I take it, I'll be in the bathroom throwing up.
Ask them if there's something similar to it that doesn't have codeine in it, but has the same
Well, they
effect.
got the same stuff, but it's still nasty.
Mhm.
Well, if it's nasty, but it helps you not cough,
Actually,
know?
I found the best remedy for a sore throat is actually just take a couple shots of liquor.
Yeah, Fireball.
It does, it numbs
Fireball
your throat.
whiskey.
Yeah.
It'll-
Fireball
it'll
whiskey
numb-
is usually my best.
oh, Mike just needs a masseuse.
That's
Well, what's
that's
that-
always
what's that
so
would
good
be?
to get rid of my
Honey-
sore throat.
Honey and lemon juice, heated whiskey, like Lynn said, and also pineapple juice with whiskey. That also works. Or vodka.
It,
Well,
It's-
what's helped me today is I went in the back and I took Vicks Vapor Rub and I doused my feet with it and I put socks on them. So that's getting absorbed through my feet. It's kind of clearing me up a little. And I got
Yeah.
I got it right here on my chest. I've got a napkin full of it, and that's kind of clearing me up a little bit, breaking things
Yeah.
up.
Well, not to mention if you got the flu or something, or like bad sore throat and all that, you just take enough
sore throat.
liquor to where you just get a slight little buzz and it will relax your body and you'll be able to get a little bit of sleep. And
No, you
Right.
you need a fisherman's friend.
you just take a,
Oh,
have
wait.
it.
I don't think they know what fishermen's friends are
wait,
because they're
wait,
from
wait,
Britain.
Yeah. You
what
need
about
you need to suck on a fisherman's friend.
what about hair of the dog?
No. The
Oh.
the hair of the dog tickles your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want dog hairs.
Lynn is suggesting a hot toddy.
Yeah.
Honey, lemon juice, and whiskey heated. And sip.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah. As I said, Fireball whiskey. You have 2 shots of that. Yeah, right.
Would Irish whiskey work?
You're
No,
not talking
because
about-
it's the cinnamon whiskey.
Ah,
It's the cinnamon that really,
Jack
opens everything up.
Daniels whiskey.
yeah.
There he is.
Hey, there he is.
He's a good looking bird.
Mm.
Yeah,
Whose
Yeah,
bird
they-
is this? Lynn's bird?
that's Lynn's bird, yeah. I tried to
Ew.
find a different picture, but I couldn't go back far enough. She's got so many pictures.
What can she say? She likes birds.
Oh yeah, she's had them forever.
One of the animals that can outlive you. Certain
Yeah, I
birds.
know. My
Lynn,
auntie,
uh,
my auntie
Kev-
had a cockatoo that was 85 years old.
uh, did you say a cockatoo that was 85?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, macaws can live for a long time too.
Yeah, 78 to
Yeah.
78 to
Dude.
90.
Get yourself a fucking turtle, dude. It'll outlive you and your grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumor has it Justin's had a cockatoo.
He's got two cocks.
No, but yeah, because it was the cockatoo was actually born in the same year as my auntie was, and she passed on in 1999, and the cockatoo died in 2010.
Bloody hell.
Was born in
Hey,
1925.
Hey, David, don't talk about Tim like that when he's not here to defend himself.
Who's the other one? If Tim's one.
Yes.
You got lucky, Lynn.
Yeah,
If
because
you're
if you
la-
go to my oldest is 68 years old.
Well, we had Bobby, who came to us at 29 and lived till she was 31 and a half. And in this finch cage, we've got zebra finches that are 8 years old. And they're supposed to live till they're about 5 or 6. But the dad came to us at the age of 10 and he lived till he was 19.
So there's a good gene mark somewhere in that line.
Unfortunately, because we didn't have his dad's paperwork, you can't prove it, so you can't go in Guinness Book of Records.
Mm.
There's some sort of thing that the vet can look at him and determine.
Not on a bird, they can't.
They can
No.
on some birds, like the macaws, they can, but the smaller the bird, they can only do it once the bird has passed away, because otherwise it'll kill the bird. It's called DNAing. They do it also for
if,
sexting, when they're sexing a bird.
say if a feather falls off, can't they use that feather
No.
for DNA?
No,
No,
have to
they
take it
lose
from
their
inside.
DNA from the feathers.
Hell.
Oh.
See, Paul was
Well,
out there doing
obviously.
his driveway today.
Yeah.
Laura, would you ever do that?
Oh, for fuck's
No.
sake.
Is that you, Paul?
Yeah.
What's up, Burger?
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Well, make Joe
That
big,
is
Paul.
the street in front of my apartment complex.
Yeah.
And the people going through the water right there. And that's the water
Oh, yeah.
about 200 yards from over where I'm at. All the water is over where I'm at.
So it's about 200 yards over your left shoulder.
Yeah, it's right in the back. But it's over, it was over the bottom of the door. So the water's in my daughter's car.
Wow.
Paul,
It's
you've
good
got to
that
get
she-
yourself a minion suit like that.
There you go. There's the San Diego tortoises. That was the best picture.
You're
I
never
could
too
literally
old.
find.
What?
But these things are freaking huge. The ones at the San Diego Zoo, dude. You could get on and ride them and not even be touched on the ground. They're so big.
I
Yeah,
think
and I think they
they're like
estimate them
250
around.
years old, aren't they?
Looks
Yeah,
like
they
that one
estimate-
wants to ride as it is.
They
Yeah.
estimate they're about 200 to 300 years old.
A few years ago during one of the holidays, they gave them like these fruits and stuff for some of the animals. And each time they went to each animal, at least 3 of them, one of them was humping another.
Yeah, I went to the San Diego Zoo twice when I was younger, and I'll tell you what, them tortoises are huge. I mean, they're like a small freaking car.
That's a question. Anyone on the panel actually walked and seen a real life dinosaur?
Yeah, you just saw one that was.
Yeah,
doing
there's one in my living room.
No, I mean
Yeah.
100% real life.
Yeah, it's one
Well,
in my
they
living
can-
room.
I've
Right.
seen the skeleton
Laura,
at
have
the
you-
museum.
Laura, have you?
The bird is one.
Serious question.
I was gonna say our birds are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yep.
You all have, because all birds are dinosaurs.
Yep, seagulls.
Well, there's a lot of animals too that have been around since then. Gators, alligators, and crocodiles. A lot of turtles.
Speaking of old animals and insects, Justin, between April and June, you're going to be getting another round of cicadas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The big
It
ass
happens every 210
grasshoppers.
years.
Could be over 1 trillion cicadas.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens on a warm summer's night.
Oh, remember that grasshopper that I accidentally painted a stripe across its back, and I took it out and let it go, and then I came back in. It was back on the ceiling. It was like, how the thing got back in there? I ended up having to take it down the other side of the estate because it kept coming back.
Well, that's what happens with homing pigeons, doesn't it?
Yeah, but this was a homing grasshopper, darn thing.
Homing hopper.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the other thing, that's why you can never sell homing pigeons, because they just keep coming back.
Yeah, no,
Happy
that's a
hell
good
of a-
thing.
I put it on
Hell of a
eBay
happy
20
homing
times
hopper.
and it just kept coming back.
That's a good thing to
You-
sell.
Yeah.
We used to get these things in the summertime. I think it was around the summertime out in Southern California. Everybody called them Japanese beetles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know, but they were
shoe
really
bugs.
big beetles like this.
Invasion of the Japanese beetles.
Ah,
That was
yeah.
And they
few
would
years
they
ago,
would fly
wasn't it?
around. They would fly
Is it-
around and buzz around, and every once in a while
Are-
one would land on you.
Aren't there
Yeah.
every year don't you guys get locusts down there in Florida?
Yeah, actually last
you,
year
like-
I was at a lady's house in Clearwater. No, it wasn't Clearwater, it was fuck, where was I at? I can't remember what town I was in. But
Near
she had
Clearwater.
some
Near a car
big
park.
ass ones like this. And she
Yeah.
was going
Yeah.
around her yard
And
killing
we
them.
have
And,
we have
and they
cicadas that
cover
big.
and
And
you
when
get so
they
many
get
of
going, when
and-
those back legs get going, oh, that music is just
and you
interesting.
get so
It's
many
the sound of summer.
and these locusts, you get so many of them in Florida, you need a shovel to get them off your windshield.
Oh, this lady was going around her yard killing them while I was checking her gas meter.
You don't
And
need
they had a
shovel,
bunch
just
of
get a
people.
flamethrower.
They had a bunch of they had a whole team of exterminators in their complex spraying, and then a bunch of people were outside walking around in their yards killing them, smacking them.
Well, down in the
Fix the stuff.
southern states, you guys hire sprayers, right?
What do you mean sprayers?
In other words, like insect and pest spray.
Pest,
Oh,
pest
they
control.
do that on the retention ditches next to
Side.
the road. Sometimes you'll see the
Yeah,
trucks.
they just spray all that
spraying.
weed all over the place.
Yeah, they spray big
That'll
mists
fix
of
the
shit out
problem.
into the ditches. It's supposed to help with the mosquitoes and stuff.
Have you noticed
Uh,
all the insects and animals that we class as vermin that we're being at war with, we've never managed to eradicate with all our weaponry? They
The mosquito.
What about it? It's still available.
Still there.
Yes. We've been fighting
Well,
the
it's
mosquito
not-
for how many hundred years?
It's not
Well-
that we can eradicate them. It's just trying to keep the population of them down.
Look
that
at
was
the
actually
rats.
the whole. That was the whole
Yeah.
reasoning with the love bugs in Florida that accidentally got released from the university. Now
Yeah,
they're a
look-
fucking menace every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah.
rat.
Okay.
Yeah. Since the days of the plague, we've bombed them, nuked them, gassed them, thrown everything at them. Yeah. And they just sit there and go, yeah, you just killed one. Well, here's 50 more.
Hey, Marias, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
Marie.
Hey, Marie.
Actually,
I'd love
What's
to
up,
know how
Maria?
they survive.
actually, Australia had a really bad mouth infestation. What about 2-3
Yep.
years back? I mean, it
Yeah.
was bad. These farmers were going out and they would flip over like a big industrial roll of hay, and all of a sudden, just like a million mice. I'm not even joking on
Yeah.
the number. Would just
Yeah,
run out
that
from
was
under
in
the
Sydney.
sun. Yeah, it was
Okay.
insane.
Sydney is a mice infested place anyway.
Yeah, they were fucking shit up really bad in that area. I seen
Nothing
some
beats
news coverage on it.
nothing beats being on the London Underground and just drop a small piece of bread. The
Yeah.
rats come out and grab it, and then all you hear is everybody going, ah! It's like, guys, they've been here all day. They're above your head,
Actually,
they're below your legs, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's all those rats that live
Well-
in Canberra.
Well, David, there's been rats in London for over 200 years.
A lot longer than that.
actu-
Try
actually,
500.
actually, Mark had I think it was you, Mark, right? That had the issue with the rats or mice not too long ago. They kept chewing up all the electrical cords on all his appliances.
There you go, Dominic. Mark's gone about the homing pigeons, how his dad sold one 30 times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great business to be in. This is
Yeah, you sell them and I keep
specialist.
coming back and you sell them again.
Yeah,
it'd be,
This
it'd
is
be
a
a great
specialist
business to
homing
keep.
pigeon. Very rare. You should buy it. You sell it for £100. They take it and it comes back to you. And then they ring you up and go, "Oh, my homing pigeon's gone." Oh, strange enough. I've just got one
I'll
in
just sell
stock.
you another
On
one
it.
then. Hey, I'll sell you
Here's
another one.
another one.
Oh, shit.
That could be a good money maker.
Yeah.
You know what the
So
problem
I
though
might
is?
ring you up and say, oh, I've lost it. Yeah. I'll just sell you another one then.
The problem with pigeons is everybody hates them. They all think they're vermin, but actually, they're war heroes
They are.
because America, the UK, France, and that they used
Whoa.
to use them for sending messages.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. This
Oh,
was
what's
in
that?
Australia. See all the mice running on the ground?
Whoa.
No. Ugh. No, thanks. That literally makes me sick.
Why?
You know, people will say they're scared of spiders. Nah, I'm not scared of spiders. That's one thing I'm scared of is mice.
But this was from a few years
They're
back.
cute
and
and cuddly.
We're having that plague.
Yeah, there's no problem with them. Look,
Well, I can
Obviously-
understand that one.
No, they actually
Ob-
got to a point though. They were so bad that a couple of hotels actually got overran, where they were coming in the kitchens and just overrunning the kitchens to where they couldn't cook in it
Yeah.
because it was so bad.
Obviously, there's
Well, that's
not
typical
enough
Sydney
food.
just-
anyway.
unfortunately, that kitchen was picking the wrong rat. No one's ever seen Ratatouille.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You get the
Those
right
were
rat.
rats. Those were mice.
yeah. Just imagine walking through there and you're stepping on them and they're crunching. And
Crunching underneath your feet, yeah.
Oh no, thank you.
Now, say
they're running up your
if
leg.
if I see a rat or a mouse, I feed it.
No. I'm out. Oh,
Do I know what the
Excuse me.
biggest problem with human society is? Vermin, right? We haven't learnt anything over the years. We leave stuff outside that attracts them.
Yeah.
And then you get it cleaned up and you move it. They're going to go looking for a new food source.
Yeah.
And your house is the nearest project.
God, West America.
Now,
So this place here, let me show you this here. This place here had them so bad in the grain silos that they turned on the dispenser for the grain silo, and look what they put
Yeah.
below it. They just put a burning barrel because there were so many of them coming out of there.
oh, that's just cruel.
Barbecued
Oh,
rat.
well,
Oh, look at some of them are getting away.
Oh yeah, I'm sure some of them aren't making it in there, but they're trying to get as many as possible. But they're just flooding out of there. Look at that.
Most of them are running away. A lot of them are just run. Look, some of them are running away, going hot, 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 hot.
Oh no, they got like diesel fuel in there. As soon as they hit that inside of that barrel, they're done.
What is this? A SWAT team?
Oh, that's Australia too, right?
Yeah,
Or-
it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or that could
it was.
or that could be
it was,
Peyton Manning.
that was Australia. One of the farms that was having a bad issue with them.
Yeah, it'd be somewhere in New South Wales or somewhere in Canberra. That's where all the rats live.
Well, they said it was the eastern part of Australia, wherever that's at.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, they didn't say just that
Are-
east part of Australia.
Dominic, aren't
it'd be
you
it'd be
Eastern?
New South Wales.
Aren't you
But,
Eastern? Aren't
it'd
you in
be
the East
New
Australia?
South Wales is the mid eastern.
See, this is why you shouldn't have named it New South Wales, because Wales are full of rats.
Exactly. That's why.
Not all of them.
I keep no
Murray.
the reason why I keep saying the rats live in Canberra because that's where Parliament House is.
Yeah.
The politicians live. There's got to. I had to give some context to that comment.
Yeah. And when I say Wales is full of them, I don't mean the people of Wales. I mean literally the countryside.
Yeah, it'd
Do you see
be.
what? Do you see Marie's comment there?
And can you read it out? I can't see the chat.
You have,
You
a,
have
choice.
a choice. Do we feed you or do we feed the mice and rats? Can't feed both.
Well, that's because she's talking about. So you're looking at it from a farmer's standpoint, because now those mice are ruining his crops. And,
Yeah,
farmers like that, they do feed the masses to a certain extent. So she's saying, is the people more important or feeding all the mice? But
The
you can't
mice.
do both. It's one or the
Yeah,
other.
you don't like to think about all those mice burning up, but yet you understand it.
Well,
yeah,
there is a problem
necessary
with the
evil,
over.
unfortunately.
Right, there is a problem with certain animals with overpopulation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it can cause more diseases, more issues in the long run. So you have to
In
curb some of it.
in some parts of the U.S., there's overpopulation of coyotes.
yeah, we've got an
Well-
overpopulated kangaroos as well.
Well, this is why a lot of countries have hunting seasons.
Which
You
is
know,
which is
it's
why-
it's to curb diseases within herds of certain animals.
Yeah, but we're not
Well,
allowed to
it's just-
hunt anything these days.
Tim Jackson needs a bow and arrow so he can get a kangaroo.
Oh, dude, I was watching a funny video on kangaroos. This dude was talking
There's
about how
only
kangaroos
one
were evil.
kangaroo that should have ever been killed, and that was the Rolfaroo. Dominic
So
will know
there
what
you go.
Yeah,
that is.
yeah,
Another
unfortunately,
Australian
the pig-
export dumped on us.
Yeah,
Find that dude's video.
and you rarely see. Oh no, I've seen a couple of kangaroos around, but you don't see it running down the main street.
Wow, Mike.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm just saying hello to everybody. I haven't said hello to in the chat. Then
Oh.
Goodbye.
I love it over here when the population gets their imagination going. Someone will post online and go say they've seen the cat, and then suddenly everywhere the cat of Essex is wandering around. The big lion.
we've got this. There's an urban myth about this large black panther, and it's like Bigfoot. Everybody seems to post photos of it, but no one can ever find it.
That's like the Loch Ness monster.
Then there's the bunyip. The myth of the bunyip.
Bunyan,
Another one. Supposed to be a large creature. So it's sort of like Australia's Bigfoot.
The Yeti.
a bunion is what people have on their foot.
No, bunyip. 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 It's an urban myth.
Oh, well, why don't you just
Like
call it a
the Loch Ness
Sasquatch?
Monster. Like, yes, Sasquatch, Loch Ness Monster. There's various ones.
Let's be
And
honest
it's
here.
always,
Nice monster
it's
is
always been a tourist attraction to go and try and find it.
yeah. If the Loch Ness monster was real, just think how old and wrinkly it would be.
Yeah,
Unless it doesn't age.
it doesn't age, no.
Well, clearly it
It's an
doesn't
urban-
age because they've been seeing it for hundreds of years.
Yeah. It's probably got a 300 or 400 year lifespan. And we don't know. It might have had offspring too.
It's a court anger.
Yeah. There's always that one urban myth that is always perpetuated at certain spots in the world.
There's
the
also
Yeti.
chupacabra.
Yeah, the Yeti, the chupacabra.
It's all about controlling the
Bigfoot,
masses.
Sasquatch.
Bigfoot, a Loch Ness.
Yeah, Sasquatch, Bunyip.
You watch.
The lesser spotted Dominic.
There's another one
Uh,
in the middle of Australia. I can't seem to think of it.
Oh,
It's another urban myth.
Yep.
Kangaroosaurus.
Well,
Wait,
why
have I
watch
seen a
this
lion?
video? You guys will have a kick out of this video. Watch it.
Look
Yeah.
at the look at the face.
Deer
of the
managed to
lion.
cause billions of dollars in damage a year by playing freeze tag with cars, and that ironically makes him the most dangerous animal in America. But where blissful ignorance makes deer a threat, the deer of Down Under initiate conflict. 9 out of 10 car accidents in Australia involve kangaroos, and a good number of them are premeditated and not by the driver. Kangaroos assault vehicles with enough regularity to commit insurance fraud.
Let's watch this.
Dog. Where'd he go?
Fat kangaroos will regularly beef with inanimate objects. But it's not just a bluff.
Yeah.
These are some brolic marsupials, armed with claws, but more importantly a sharp dagger of a toenail.
Yeah.
Which is why it's not a kangaroo's punch you have to worry about, but that Jurassic pedicure disembowelment. It's what makes their sparring session so lethal. That and the fact that kangaroos start every day with the specific goal of inconveniencing as many life forms as possible. If you happen to fly a drone in kangaroo country, prepare to have your insurance taken. In fact, it's not a stretch to say they hate anything that flies. Can you imagine how ridiculous this could have gotten? Imagine people thinking you died paragliding when really you survived but got mocked by an impact. Kangaroos are number 8 because there's really no good reason for this. You see, as dangerous as Australia is, there aren't really any dominant apex land predators. While kangaroos often contend with dingoes and the occasional wedge-tailed eagle, a full-grown kangaroo doesn't have much that can threaten it, other than a bigger kangaroo. So my working theory is, they got cocky. And until nature airdrops some bears or maybe some type of big cat, kangaroos are still going to be out here thinking they can do whatever. Try to change their mind of your own. As on-site as these malicious macropods are, they're not even the most disrespectful animal in Australia. And believe me, we'll get to that.
Well, I would think you'd start carrying a stun gun, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'll put this guy's video in the chat. You can watch the full thing. He does great. He does really funny like narrations about different animals. But yeah, I thought that one was pretty funny.
I have to ask Dominic, do many in Australia actually eat kangaroo meat?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty common up there. Yeah, right down there.
Yeah, we won't go there. We don't want them protesters again.
You can actually get it here in
David's
the
not
US.
a meat
too.
eater anyway.
David, are you talking about PETA?
No, right.
If you want to get
I'm a
some
vegetarian,
entertainment-
right? I'm a vegetarian, but I'm not. If somebody came up to me today and said, "I want to become a vegetarian," what would you say? I'd say, "Don't do it." Right?
You know of the vegan teacher,
Yeah, but
the
like
one
I
on
said,
TikTok.
to me,
Yeah, there's another one by the name of Vegan Booty, Tash Peterson. She's a young lady that regularly goes around to certain places and just vandalizes it with red paint.
yeah, this is what
Yeah.
pisses me off. Right,
She uses the term the animal holocaust.
Huh.
Andrew, think of it this way, right? They're like you know the people don't knock down the trees. People that protest outside these things.
Yeah.
Well, they're holding
Yeah.
a placard made of a fucking tree.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
You've got vegans stood outside supermarkets going, "Don't eat the meat," while wearing leather trainers.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if we didn't have meat, you know, and it's my choice not to eat meat, but if we didn't have meat, then cows would not be here, would they?
Yeah, because it's
Not with the pig.
overpopulated.
Exactly.
Uh,
Everybody has a choice.
yeah, I was gonna put a link to a video in the chat, but I'm on my phone, so that's not gonna work. But yeah, this young lady
Very good.
is just an absolute pest. And just
The worst bit is,
Uh,
Dominic, they're freaking everywhere.
Uh, Rigger said, "Save a tree, eat a beaver."
yes, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
What kind of beaver is he talking about?
All beavers.
Are we talking about a generic beaver, or are we talking about a beaver?
Parker,
The beaver over.
He said
fish tacos.
I
he
showed
said beaver.
before.
Wink, wink.
This is Fossil Farms, and it's here in the U.S. And they have all the different types. They got all these different meats you can get.
Gary.
You can get camel, kangaroo, yak, quail.
I'm not eating
Desert?
I'm not eating the camel toes though.
Wagyu beef. Angus beef.
So they sell, and you get free shipping
Ostrich.
on
boar.
orders $175 or more. So,
You don't want
can-
to eat. You don't want to eat Angus beef. That's Scottish.
Yeah.
It
You're not
is.
your fucking block off, man.
But if anybody's
got-
interested, the link's in the chat. If you want to check it out.
Well, they've got camel meat. We'll just leave the toes away.
But it's free shipping if you buy $175 or more
Okay.
in the US.
That's very exotic foods.
Well, some of it
Well,
is. There's
did
some on
it
there that
have-
are normal here, but
Or
I
ostrich.
couldn't say, did it have emu there as well?
yeah, we have emus here. We got ostrich, we got all that.
Well, emu. I'll give the thumbs up. Emu was another very tasty, but the trouble is it's an acquired taste. It's one of those Vegemite things.
Even if I could eat meat, I would never
Yeah.
eat. I would not eat an emu, because when I get to the hand, I know where that hand entered it.
But yeah,
Dominic will know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
but yeah, if anybody's really interested in trying kangaroo meat, you can go to that site and
Yeah,
order
get
a
on it.
slab of it.
It is.
So, are you okay, Laura?
Yeah.
But the thing with kangaroo meat is you've got to slice it very thin.
And watch out for it kicking you.
Yeah, exactly.
Rigger thinks emu is tasty as fuck. Or he said tazzy. I'm assuming he meant tasty. Unless tazzy is a Canadian slang term for something.
Tassie.
Yeah, Tassie means shit.
Tassie over here is a shortened version of Tasmania. The forgotten
I think
state.
I think he meant tasty.
Tasty, yeah.
Ever been to Tasmania, Dominic?
I haven't been there, but I have a number of friends, and I am endeavoring. My brother's been there many a time because he's got a friend that lives over there. But I am endeavoring to get down there soon because it is the forgotten part of Australia. But for the size, it's the smallest state in Australia, but in terms of the amount of attractions and how beautiful it is, in terms of its size, it is the best. It is the best state.
Maybe
In
you
terms of
can.
what it can,
lure-
in terms of what it can, what it has, and what it produces, it is probably the best part of Australia.
You know what? If you go, bring your drone
Yes, I will.
because you could probably get some beautiful footage.
Yeah, you got Mount Wellington, you've got Launceston, you've got Hobart, which is the capital. You've got the Salamanca markets. You've got Cataract Gorge. You've got the Daintree Rainforest. You've got what's the Mount Wellington. And
If
there is
you're
another
going to
spot there.
Tasmania and you don't get me a video of a Tasmanian devil going, right, not
That's
interested.
you're
You've
referring
got
to
one of the best
the
golf courses in Australia down there too.
you're referring to the Tasmanian devil that's on
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Down with Bugs
Not
Bunny
referring
and
to the thylacine, which is the Tasmanian tiger, which is allegedly extinct. It's another one of
Well,
those.
if you,
We
if you
thought we
see-
saw it.
If you see it, take his picture if you can.
It's like trying to find Loch Ness monster.
I told a buddy cat.
Yeah.
What's he got?
Yeah, Constitution
Yosemite
Dock.
Sam.
Constitution Dock in Hobart. There is a nice little seafood restaurant called Mures, Mures, and the food there is absolutely sensational.
Sounds
Because,
like your
yeah,
new
it-
favorite. Sounds like your new favorite spot.
Well, it would be. As I said, I've spoken to many people that have actually been there, so it is a lovely spot.
So you've been.
I haven't been personally, but I know people that live down there that have sent me photos of it.
So,
What,
Paul,
so?
what's the most dangerous animal near to you?
Oh, yeah.
Justin, what's your most dangerous animal?
Himself.
No, I'm good.
Uh,
That would have-
probably maybe a grizzly bear. Maybe.
Andrew?
probably coyote.
Oh, you're
Dominic?
talking about where we
Coyote-
live, or are you talking about
Where you
country
live.
as a whole?
Yeah, where you
Hey.
live.
Coyote or copperhead snake.
I don't know, dude, because we got so many animals that aren't supposed to be here.
And we got
We
the,
have monkey.
Yeah. Dominic,
We got-
what's
we
your
got-
most dangerous?
me personally,
Oh.
shit, we've got some snake, we've got some snakes around the corner. We've got the redback spider.
Those
what
big
else?
pythons or something else, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the
And
other
guess
thing
what?
that kicked the shit out of me?
None of you have mentioned the most deadliest insect or animal on the planet.
Daddy
gator?
long legs.
The daddy long
Mosquito.
legs.
Yes.
Oh,
The daddy
I thought
long
you were
legs to
gonna
the
say-
human cannot hurt you. However, if it got
If
you,
it did,
if it got you on a cut in the right spot, its poison would kill you instantly.
exactly.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
what's the scorpion is the same way, isn't it?
You can survive a
Hard.
scorpion sting if you get the
Hard.
antivenom very quickly.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, Dusty, because we got bears down here, we got alligators, we got bobcats. There's we even have loose monkeys, surprisingly.
Wasn't there a guy that used to
Because-
walk around Florida with a crocodile on an alligator on a lead?
Probably wouldn't surprise me.
that
But
was
there was a guy who owned a touristy like animal thing down here. And so he decided, I'm gonna go get a handful of these monkeys, right? And he goes and puts them on this island in this sanctuary thing that he had. Well, dumbass didn't know that these monkeys like to swim. And so what did they swim? They swam to the mainland, and now there's hundreds of them out there in the wild loose. But the worst thing is they have a deadly herpes virus that they carry. That if they scratch you or get it and you get infected from it, it's a death sentence. But luckily so far nobody here has been. There was one girl I think that got it was she was like
Pretty
a
unlucky about that,
biologist.
wasn't it?
She was a biologist and she was out there working with the monkeys, and one of them threw pee or feces in her face and it got in her eyes. And like
Yeah.
3 weeks later she was dead.
Dude.
But it's like a really
So-
rare and deadly herpes virus.
We also in South Carolina also have gators.
That's what I'm
10 foot
saying. We
plus.
have all those. We have gators and crocodiles down here. But it's like, that's why I said it's kind of hard to say which one's the most deadliest. They're all pretty scary. Loose monkeys in Florida, that would be TJ. But I don't know if you knew that, Dusty, but yeah, there's actually loose monkeys down in the southern part of Florida.
Are there howler monkeys?
No, there's some, I can't remember the breed of them. But but like I said, the guy didn't know that. And I think there's some loose ones up in Tampa too, area. I could be wrong, but the guy, like I said, he didn't know that the monkeys swam, and he went and put them on this island, and they just went into the water and swam right to the mainland. Rigger.
Yeah. You know what the strange thing is?
I,
Over here, it's against the law to release any non-native animal because it's non-native and it would affect the eco balance or something. However, when the ringneck parakeets were released in London, they wanted people to kill them. Now they've become established. They want people to keep them because they've become a tourist attraction, making them money. Strange, that, isn't it?
Well, the thing is like that's illegal in a lot of places, but when somebody has like a 12-foot boa constrictor in their house and nobody knows they have it, and then they walk out their back door one day and they're just like, be free. They don't know where the fuck that snake came from. So there's nobody to hold accountable, right? And then, especially down here in Florida, then that thing gets off into the Everglades and disappears in the swamps.
yeah.
Thank
And
God we
next
have
thing you know-
harsh winters over here.
Well,
Well,
there's
them
boa
snakes can't survive.
constrictors. There's boa constrictors. There's pythons. There's
I
a
will
few
deal.
hundred. There's a few hundred different types of snakes in the Everglades alone.
That's
I
what I'm
will
saying.
deal with any animal on this planet. If it's injured or whatever, I will go and help it. The one animal I won't do is a snake. Hell no. No.
Because I think it was the python is one of the biggest one of the heaviest snakes in the world.
If you've got a python and you've not named it Monty, you should be sacked.
Yes.
Because some of those snakes you need six guys to hold one snake. 20
Yeah,
foot
mine's
snake.
like that, but I'll get around it.
Okay, so it says there have been reports of monkeys loose in Florida. The monkeys have been identified as a vervet or rhesus marquise species. I think I'm
Mhm.
saying that right. I don't know. And it happened down in Dana Beach.
Is that Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're starting to repopulate because I think it started with 4 or 6 of them, and then it turned into now there's hundreds of them. Because monkeys will repopulate, dude, like fucking rats, dude.
Laura,
But why they haven't go and tried to hunt them, I don't know. I would
Yeah.
I would invite a bunch of hunters to come down.
in
and
the
say, "Go to
Primark
town."
bag, don't forget there's that cup to show Justin.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, it's next to me.
Like you think that they would have a bunch of hunters come down and go
Oh
ahead and
yeah, Rigger. I remember
go
that.
after him.
It's
Oh.
not in here, David.
Or pay a
Where is
bounty.
it?
Well, that's like the
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw TJ's video of that iguana climbing up the pole
Behind
that
you,
he posted on
Justin.
Facebook. Yeah, I know. On
Okay.
Facebook,
Hi, Aubrey.
he
Hi,
filmed an
Aubrey.
iguana climbing up a pole outside of his house, I think it was. And I told him, I said, "Did you kill it?" And he was like, "No." Because you're supposed to kill the iguanas when you see them. There's a kill on site order on those because they're
Whoa.
jacking up the ecosystem down here in Florida. They do something with the lakes where they dig out the edges of the lakes and they're killing like they're kind of invasive. So you're supposed to kill them on site if you see one. Like you won't get in trouble for it. You're supposed to just go ahead and just do what you got to do and kill them.
Not on my watch.
Isn't that what?
He can
Isn't
go.
that why you get a handgun, shoot him?
Well, I mean, you could do that or catch one of them.
Because if like in Texas, you take your handgun and shoot the snakes.
Yeah. You see, over here, there's a policy that if a pigeon enters your property, or if you've got a business and it enters your business, you're supposed to kill it. Yeah. The amount of these pigeons are very clever because they always seem to escape. Especially when I'm
Yeah.
around.
Oh. But yeah,
Rigger has a
Stop.
Rigger has a suggestion for you, Justin. About an air gun.
well, I haven't really seen a lot in my area, Rigger. I've only seen a couple, and it's been very sporadic, like over a couple years' time. So they're really not super prevalent in my area. I think they're more down by TJ's area. There's a lot more of them. But like I said, there's actually a guy on YouTube who has a whole YouTube channel, and he teaches you how to catch them, how to skin them, how to properly cook them. He has all these different recipes for them because there's a year-round just hunt and kill them if you can order on them, so they don't care. State don't care what you do. So, and you're not actually allowed to own one in Florida neither. If you get caught owning one, they'll take it from you. Just like
So-
ferrets are illegal in California. Did you know that?
So would you need a permit to have one?
No,
Oh, so it's
you
not
can't
legal at
have
all.
no, you're not
Huh?
allowed to have them at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, Dusty says they have them down in Southwest Florida where he's at, and they have trappers. Yeah, you probably can get Burger's saying you can get a permit to go bounty hunting on them for $10. For $10 a pop. But I mean, you kind of have to know where to find them. I mean, that's stuff you got to learn too. You got to kind of
Yeah.
know where they're going to be at, exactly what to
definitely.
look for. Like I said,
The-
they're
the
more down away
signs.
from, they're more down 2-3 hours from me. I've seen one or two sporadically over the years around here.
I said, did
I had
you?
one dart in front of my car last year. My work truck darted across the road. And he was probably about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet. It was a pretty good sized little lizard and took off right across the road in front of me, but I couldn't stop because it was a 4-lane highway and the traffic was moving too quick. But he didn't get hit by any cars though. He made it across without getting hit. Disappeared into the woods.
That LCB was moving.
Yeah, that is true, Rigger. It's like a lot of the drone stuff when it comes
So-
to hunting animals that aren't the state doesn't like, they don't care if you use drones to hunt them. Like they do like with deer and shit.
East Coast, yeah. There's a
Oh, I didn't know that.
snake show featuring Troy from the Swamp People on History Channel, and they go down into the Everglades hunt snakes, and at times they use
Right.
the drone technique to find the snakes.
Well, that's what I said. You can use drones for stuff like that. Like if you're hunting boar too, wild boar, because a lot of states don't care about those animals and they want them gone. So they just let you kind of do whatever you got to do to get them. They don't have rules on it like they do when you go hunting for deer and stuff. Like, you know, if you got caught using a drone hunting deer, you're going to catch a lot of shit for that.
Yep. You gotta make sure you have the tag.
But it's not as simple as just getting a boat and going out hunting for them. Like I said, you got to know what type of environment they're in, where to look for them, where are they most likely going to be.
Where was it?
I mean, you do have to be knowledgeable, or you got to work with somebody that knows what they're doing that can teach you. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't put the dishwasher on tonight.
It has been on.
Like, if you want to go out and start doing that, you definitely
Uh,
want to apprentice under somebody for a couple months and kind of learn as much as you can.
Hey,
Rigger,
Justin, you gonna be on for a while, Justin?
Why? You leaving?
I gotta make a bathroom call. pretty
You're
bad.
fine. Go ahead.
Well, we're here for a while.
go ahead.
Okay.
You let nature take its course.
Rigger said, I'm telling you, if I was born in the U.S., I'd have a huge mullet and gun collection and do all the weird wild wilderness and nature-related jobs.
Rigger, you gotta be quick. Oh, that's nice.
Rigger's actually an American
Just-
at heart. Don't let him fool you.
Justin,
Laura
look at
got
where-
that to show you a bit of support.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get that at?
Charity shop.
The Goodwill store.
Yeah, Goodwill.
Yeah, Rigger's definitely an American redneck at heart.
Yeah, we went in there, we saw it, and we went, "Can we have that, please?"
That's like
Rigger-
that dude, you know, the Russian hacker on YouTube?
Mhm.
You ever seen
Yeah.
his videos? He's really big. He's got like 15 million subs or some shit. He's definitely a backwoods American boy, 100%. He
Mm.
might have a Russian accent, but he's 100% American. That boy loves living out because he lives in North Carolina out in the middle of the woods. And he's all about like guns and just hunting and
Yeah, I
playing
love
with all
watching.
his American toys. Yeah.
This is like Donald. He's 100%.
Yeah.
British.
I really
Yeah.
thought he was going to take a bad hit on his channel when all that Russia shit went down because I figured people were going to give him a lot of hate.
Yeah.
For no reason. But yeah, I know he did change his logo though. He got rid of the Russian flag logo right after that happened. Right after
Laura?
the whole Russia-Ukraine
Yeah.
thing started.
You ready for this? My printer arrived at Southampton. It
Mhm.
then went to Chelmsford depot, where it
Yeah.
then went off to be sorted at the Birmingham depot, and it's now on its way back to the Chelmsford depot to be delivered to us tomorrow.
That sounds like.
I only
that
just
sounds like-
intercepted it at the Chelmsford depot and left it there. I love it when
Yeah.
you've got to send your photos on a medical mystery tour.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
really cool, Rigger.
It happens here. It happens here. It goes on a magical mystery tour of all the dispatches. And instead of
David,
just being the one me, it goes to the one further out and then further out and then further out and then back in and then near me.
David, I've had mail bounce between 4 post offices within 15 miles, at least twice, before finally it comes back to me.
Yeah, and you used to be able to go to the post office if you had a package there and say, "Oh, let me just go to the post office and pick it up so I don't have to wait for it." Now you go there and you ask them for their package. They're like, "It's somewhere in the back. We can't find it. You're gonna have to wait till it gets delivered."
Yeah, exactly.
Like every time I've tried to do that at the post office now, they're always like, "Well, fortunately, it's in the sorting stuff in the back, and we can't get it for you."
Yeah,
So you're
we
gonna have
had
to
that
wait.
with one of the bird cages. Yeah, we ordered a bird cage, and after I ordered it on eBay, I noticed it was coming from Wickford. So I checked the guy's address, and it was literally over the fence. Literally over the fence. So I went round and said, "I might as well just pick it up from here and take it round." He said, "No, eBay's policy says we have to send it in the post." It went from where he was all the way through to Birmingham, up to Manchester, back to Birmingham, back to us.
All you
What a
had to do
waste.
was throw a fucking the shipping label on an envelope and send
I
send a
know.
empty envelope and give you the damn bird cage.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Dude, that's crazy shit.
See the
What's up,
same.
Corey?
We have dispatch and fulfillment centers that are different to the actual, post office shop fronts, and that's the difference.
Oh yes, we have that as well.
Because our dispatches, the thing is, well, I've got a dispatch near me, and funnily enough, it's in a suburb called Preston, and that's the nearest one near me. But it goes from Preston.
That's us.
Sunshine's like 20 kilometers away.
Mark or White, I cannot find those pictures you're on about.
Well, and from the outside, when you're watching this shit on, like when you're watching the tracking and you're like, why is it doing that? It might make sense to them why they're doing it, and there might be a reasoning behind it that makes sense to them that just looks really stupid to you from the outside. Because let's face it, these companies ain't moving shit to spend more money. So there's got to be a reason why they do that. Because like I said, they're penny pinchers. They're not going to ship shit to extra spots if it's going to cost them, dig into their bottom line.
It would be nice.
There's got to be a reason why they do it.
Yeah, but would it not be nice if that when your parcel got to all these different locations, it sent you like a picture of it partying? At least if it's going to go on a tour of the UK, it should have a story to it.
Well, because sometimes I'll order something from Amazon. It'll come from Florida, go all the way up to Virginia, back to North Carolina, back to South Carolina, over to Georgia, and then back to me in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's got to be a reason why they do it.
I'm like, what the heck?
They're not going to do it if it's costing them more money. So there's got to be some kind of reason that makes sense to them why they do that. But to us from the outside, like I said, it just looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, because when I bought something from Amazon recently, it comes, I'm not sure where it came from in the US, but I think it was Los Angeles to Sydney, and then sits at Sydney Airport, then gets transported to Melbourne Airport, and then does a tour of Melbourne. So rather than
Look,
well, we used to have that when we lived in Wickford. From Amazon, it would get shipped from, say, Kent, go to Milton Keynes, and then Milton Keynes to Ipswich actually goes. You have to go through Wickford to take it to Ipswich, right? And then it goes from Ipswich back to Basildon, which you have to go through Wickford, right? And then it goes from Basildon back to Wickford. It's weird.
See Corey's comment.
Yeah, I was just
reading that's exactly the point.
Mark, I just a lot, but there's nothing there.
But the thing is like the polluting thing, obviously because it's moving longer locations. But the money thing, I don't think that they're wasting money. I think that there's an efficiency behind it that just doesn't make sense to us because, like I said, these companies aren't going to waste, especially like the private shipping companies like UPS and FedEx. Dude, they're not wasting money to dig into their bottom line. So there's got to be some reason why they do shit like that.
It's obviously a sorting facility, and then it goes through from sorting to fulfillment, and then once it gets to the fulfillment center, obviously that's where the truck is to go on the dispatch. So that's how
Mark,
I see it.
Sorry, guys,
Rick,
just a minute. Mark, I've sent you a message from my messenger.
Now, Canada Post and the U.S. Postal Service, I could see them doing shit without a care in the world because they're government funded. So they don't really. I mean, let's face it, the post office is $400 million plus in the hole every year in the United States.
Yeah.
Right. It's been huge.
The private companies, they're answering to shareholders, other people, so they can't waste money like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they do shit like that, it's got to be some reason.
Actually, starting in 2020, the post office is just starting to use electric charging stations.
All right, relax yourselves.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm a little ahead of yourselves there.
Yeah, don't get
just
ahead of yourself.
I
You
think
gotta-
Justin might know the answer. Can that be 3D
Dominic,
printed?
your mic's going in and out.
Oh, why wouldn't it be?
Your microphone's going in and out.
Me?
Yeah, you're breaking up and then you go in and out.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably because he's
Combo.
moving his.
He's on. David,
He's
he's
probably
on a
moving
cell
his
phone.
phone around.
What?
Yeah,
He's on a cell phone.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's probably just from him moving around. Oh yeah, you could definitely print one of those in silver too. Why not? I think, and this is just my opinion. You
I'm
guys
going
can
to
all
print
agree
one
with me.
out.
But who thinks that Joe should print her out a full size silver one if they win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, that'd be.
Well,
Yeah,
I
put
was
that
gonna
on
print-
Joe.
But on the other hand, wouldn't that take a lot of filament?
Yeah, not to worry about that. But
Joe.
Justin,
But he
gonna
said
print
no.
you- yeah, Justin, I'm going to print you one out. Yeah, that says Detroit Lions thinks Justin sucks.
But okay, go ahead. All right, we'll see you later, Joe.
I'm jumping off because all of a sudden my fever's spiking again.
All right, take care, Joe.
Later, y'all.
There,
Catch you
Joe.
later. Don't forget pineapple juice.
Yeah.
Hey, but you can print that and send it to me. You can spend the $140 and ship it to me. I don't care.
Trying to save your economy.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Joe or Corey just put in the print from Thingiverse for it.
Yep.
Looks identical to the one David just showed. Well,
Hmm.
it's got a little bit more writing on it, but yeah. Looks a little bit more official with the writing. The fuck?
Mhm. What?
The hell was that?
What?
Oh, it sounded like robot talking for a second there.
Thanks, Germany.
That Laura.
Might have been people that were walking by Dominic.
Must have been background noise there.
Tell him, Dominic, pack it in. I'm alive here. Go away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to see Dominic get up one day and just go somebody and go, "Never
Bye,
mind, I'm
Murray."
live.
Oh, he'll come
Mm.
back, Murray. He's also dealing with tenants.
Mm.
So. 'Cause a
Catch
bit
you
ago,
later,
one of
Murray.
them-
Good
earlier,
night.
one of his tenants asked him a few questions, so.
But it's speaking about shipping shit efficiently, though. To be honest, so there's been quite a few times when I was working at Walmart and we got a truck in, and they're like, "All right, we got a truck just showed up. We got in, and we popped the door, and there's literally 2 pallets of manure in the back, and that's it. And a
Oh.
53-foot trailer.
Oh,
There's 2 pallets
God.
all the way in the back, and that was the whole trailer. So they did deliver a whole
Yeah.
fucking trailer with 2 pallets on it.
But it's even funnier when
That's-
it goes wrong. Because when I worked at Asda, I was going on my break and I signed over the warehouse over to this guy. He was new on the shift. I said, "Don't take any deliveries, just leave them." He got cocky, didn't he? The lorry reversed on. He tipped the lorry. Yeah, sent it on its way. I came back. I was like, "Why the fucking hell is the warehouse full of Sainsbury's stuff?" He'd only tipped a Sainsbury's lorry in Asda.
Well, it's like I got one time I was unloading a truck and we had 2 pallets of Costco brand toilet paper that somehow ended up at our warehouse, made it through the warehouse, and was shipped to our store. And it was Costco brand. And so we couldn't sell it,
God.
obviously, because it's Costco brand. So what we did was we put it in the back and we opened it up, and then we were just putting it into the bathrooms until it was all gone.
No, we got
We had
to
toilet paper
fight.
for a
That's a
good
very-
month.
Yeah, we got
That's
to
a
take
very
all the
useful-
Sainsbury's stuff. Paul, Joe said he'll see you tomorrow. He's not feeling too good.
Yeah,
And
he's
Maria
not
said
feeling
bye.
good. Yep. Yep.
But what we did was we saved all our store supply of toilet paper, so we didn't have to pay for
I
it.
don't.
because you're not.
Why is
your
Rigor
store's
Mortis saying he
supply.
doesn't speak UK? You mean English?
But so what we did is we just didn't use our store toilet paper for about a month and a half, and that saved us supply costs on toilet paper. So we saved our store a little bit of money. So we just opened up the 2 pallets of toilet
Well,
paper.
Your
The maintenance
boss should
guys
be
would throw a
happy
few
because you
rolls in
saved
there.
money.
Well,
Your
we
boss
couldn't
should
do
be happy.
nothing with it
Mm.
because we can't sell an opposing company's store brand product in our store unless they have some
Mm.
kind of contract with them.
No,
So
we
there was
had
nothing we could do. The warehouse wouldn't take it back because then they would lose money on it. And so they refused to take it back. So we just used it in our
Is there any way you
bathrooms
guys
for.
could have put it on sale at Walmart despite the different brand?
Nope, because it was the store brand of Costco.
Yeah.
It was owned by Costco. Trademark store brand. No, hell no.
Rigger, a lorry is a type of truck.
Yeah.
Now, say we got a pallet of Bounty in, and it's not a Bounty we normally carry in our store,
Mm.
then we can create a tag and a SKU for it and put it out until it's gone, and we can put a temporary tag and SKU out for it, sell it, get rid of it. But another store brand's store, no, you can't sell their product in your store.
Okay, Rigger. A lorry is spelled LORRY, and it is a truck, as you guys
Yeah,
in America
He
call.
said it's an 18-wheeler rigger.
Yeah.
What we call an 18-wheeler.
It's a lorry.
And for those that don't are in America that need to know, apparently the game of the weekend for Detroit Lions is on Fox.
It's going to be on
Rigger
Time
said
Fox
that-
here, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Did you help her off the floor?" Who the fuck is Lori?
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what tipping means either.
Cow tipping?
No, lorry tipping. When you tip a trailer, it means you're clearing it out and sending it on its way.
In other words, like clearing out the trailer.
And if you do it too fast, the lorry drivers or truck drivers get really upset, as I found out.
Why? Because they want to sit.
Yeah.
They get paid by the hour, I would imagine.
Well, no, because they could. The rule is that they could pull up on the back door, and then they can go for a break. And then once they pull off the back door, they can have another break. Yeah, it's the actual break. The first break is not official. So if you tip them in, say, 7 minutes, they get really upset.
Well, and when you say tip, you mean empty the trailer.
Empty the trailer in 7 minutes.
Well, see, when I worked at Walmart, the truck drivers are at the wheel what we wanted to do. They didn't have a choice. If we told them they had to wait, they had to wait. If we told them we have to unload it now and you don't have a choice, they had to listen to us. Because they only had 2 drivers. They're either Walmart drivers that work for Walmart, so they don't have a choice. They have to go by that particular store's rules while they're there. Or it's a Swift driver, which they have a contract with Walmart, so they have no control over what we do. And that was the 2 drivers you would get. Now, the Walmart drivers could be a little bit more ballsy with mouthing off to you. But if the store manager got involved, they'd get in trouble, because if the store manager made a call to the warehouse and said, your driver came in here acting like a dick, they're going to back that store manager every time. Because the store managers have way more pull than a truck driver does. Because then it would go right up to the district manager, and you don't want to deal with him. Especially our district manager. This dude was like 7'6". Dude was fucking huge lurch.
Yeah, and I can also let you into a little secret. There was 2 lorry drivers that knew me very well. And what they would do on the way into Blackpool, they would pull up at Burger King and get me a bean burger. And when they get to the Asda store, they'd go, take your time, have a bean burger. They got special treatment. I did it slow for them.
Because I had a couple of drivers get mouthy with me, Swift drivers, over the years, and would get mad because we weren't unloading the trailer quick enough to their
Corey.
liking. I literally told them, shut the hell up and get out of the building.
David, Corey's
Bye.
quite knowledgeable about this.
Yeah, Corey says he's smart.
And Corey is 100% correct.
See, I actually was kind of lucky where the store I worked at because we had the store manager, co-managers, assistants, and then me. I was the last. And then you had department managers underneath me. So I was like fourth from the top. But I worked directly for the store manager. So I got to skip the other 2 levels of management. They weren't allowed to tell me what to do. If I had a specific list of jobs from the store manager every day, and if any of them got caught pulling me off a project, oh, dude, he didn't play around, dude. He'd get super pissed.
Hey, Corey, you said the Lurie, Lurry. Is that the same as what we called over here a buckboard back in the old days?
Or a flatbed.
The hell's a buckboard? I've never heard of that.
What's a
Oh yeah, you know, the old Western stuff. You know, they sit up there in the buckboard and they throw the stuff on the back.
Yeah. It's like a flatbed trailer.
Yeah. Pulled by horses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now Walmart truck drivers, those guys make bank though. They pull 6 figures a year. Those guys make some money.
Oh yeah.
Not an easy job to get because Walmart really doesn't have that many drivers. About 70% of their drivers are Swift drivers. So there's not a lot of Walmart drivers as it is. But yeah, those guys make some fucking money though.
David, do you see East Coast comment about the Bean Burger?
That Bean Burger, what the hell? Yeah, he's American. He
seriously.
doesn't know what Bean Burger is.
They must have bean burgers in America.
No,
I'm sure they have.
we don't
but-
put beans on toast either.
No, I'm sure there's bean burgers over here, but it's just not a common thing that most people eat. I've never seen one on a menu myself, although I've never looked for one. So are they there? That possibly they could be there, and I just never noticed them. But I've never looked for one when I went into a restaurant either. So
Do you guys call them a black bean burger?
Hmm.
Bit racist, but we'll go with
Yeah.
who do you think punched the holes in your condoms, Tim?
Tim is talking to you, Justin.
What I just said. Who do you think punched the holes in his condoms? Actually, you know, that was one of the number 1 stolen items at Walmart because kids thought they had to be 18 to buy them. There was 2 reasons why they would steal them. Obviously, one was embarrassment. Some would be embarrassed to buy them, but then some of them would get caught stealing them. And the first thing they would say was, I thought you had to be 18 to buy them. No, you can be fucking 10 years old and go in and buy condoms. There is no age limit on them. Granted, that'd be a little weird selling condoms to a 10-year-old, but technically they can buy them.
Yeah, razor blades was the number 1. There you go. That's the old lorry. They were a load of shit though. Well, they left a load of shit behind.
You mean a lorry?
A lorry.
They were
Lorry.
who the hell was talking about the Amish? Was that
That's Amish.
somebody
No,
was
that
talking
was
about
old
the
time
Amish on
Western,
a live
but
show?
the Amish didn't want to change anything from the 18 or 1700s.
Dude, they can live like cavemen if they want. It's not my thing. Sorry. I don't. I love when I hear those people's argument online. Oh man, they're just so in tune with everything.
Oh, message from Marie S again.
Marie,
Say
S.
bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Marie. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye-bye, Marie.
Tim wants Justin to show off his office.
Show off whose office?
Oh, Tim, because it's where he's going to be working at for the next 10 months or whatever. He got that big contract.
What is
But,
it? What is it? A porta potty or with a door or what?
hold on. No, but I was gonna say I love those people that talk about Amish and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, it's so cool that they live like that and everything," and they're always putting that shit online. I'm like, dude, none of you guys want to actually live like that. Stop
You don't
playing
call
around.
them. Wait up. You don't call them potties, do you, Paul? We call them toilets.
Mm.
Oh, we call them
Porta
toilets.
potty.
Porta potty is a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's one that's on a job site, it'd be called a porta.
Oh, we call
potty.
them portaloos.
Porta potty, portaloo.
Well, you
same
know,
thing.
wouldn't that be a funny thing to happen to our friend Tim? If he
Or
showed
bog-
up at work one day and somebody lettered up one of those with his name.
Or bog on the job.
Ooh.
Well,
Do you know-
he's been there before. Wasn't he there a year or so ago, Justin?
do we know it?
Yeah. We've got beaches like that. Are we?
Justin.
Yeah.
And none of you saw that.
Like that.
What?
I had to comment on it for.
Hot Rod said,
Oh.
sorry, Paul, something about ESPN.
Jim
com.
Jim Harbaugh has accepted a position with the Chargers.
Los
Okay.
Angeles Chargers, yep. He's leaving the U of M.
Obviously, more opportunity there.
Well, his
Money
brother
call.
is an NFL coach too.
Well, he jumped from the NFL because he thought he could make more money in college.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like all the money the college players make.
The college players make good money, but they don't make anything like an NFL player.
Actually, they don't. They'd actually.
They're
don't
not
get paid
supposed to
anything.
make anything, but the alumni feathers their nest a little bit.
Oh yeah, when you see him pull up in a brand new $80,000 Corvette, it's
Yeah.
like, how the fuck did they get that?
Sign
Justin,
on
check
fee.
your messages.
Laura wants you to check your messages, Justin.
Oh my god!
That had me in stitches.
Hey,
Yeah,
Laura.
Well-
Night Train said that he was a coach for the 49ers before.
What do you think about going to war?
War?
They now reckon that they need to train up everybody under the age of 40 to go to war.
Oh,
What?
Be
what
ready
part-
for war.
Is that in Britain?
Yep. Apparently, they reckon we're on verge.
Well, a lot of people have been saying that for a year or two now. Ever since Russia pulled away from Eastern European
Hmm.
and started attacking their neighbors, and the same thing with China.
well, you're asking half the panel. We're all American. War's war.
Yeah.
We've been at perpetual war for like the last 80 years. We
Mm.
don't give a fuck.
East Coast Thrill says they have at Pine Ridge, they have in Sarasota one of the largest Amish communities in Florida.
You know what, Dusty? I was wondering about that because when I worked over here at this Walmart, we used to get these group of people that came in all the time. There's about 20 of them that would show up in a 16-passenger van, style van. I don't know if it was actually 16, but it was a big ass van that they would show up in. And they look like either Mennonite or Amish, but I never would stop and talk to them because they were always kind of kept to themselves. But they would always hit up the sporting goods section and the section with all the different the sewing section that had all the materials and the sewing stuff and everything. That was the two areas they would always go to in the store and hit up for stuff. They would always buy like a bunch of fishing rods and different things like that. So I'm assuming they might have been Mennonite. because Mennonites tend to not be so strict.
So
They're kind of
radical.
half and half. Yeah, they're kind of half and half. They do use some modern stuff, but then they still live kind of Amish. But they'd come in and buy fishing gear, and they would hit up the ladies would always hit up the sewing area and buy a bunch of material. They'd always buy a shit ton of material and sewing stuff, like needles and all that.
Well, in Canada, just so you guys might know, and they used to, I think they still do. When you turn 18 in Canada, you have to report to in the summertime, you have to report to a Canadian military facility for training. They train everybody 18 and over.
I don't know, ask Rigger.
mandatory
He was
over
in Rigger was in the Canadian military, so he'd be able to tell you that. I have no idea.
Because they had a training base just north east of me over on the lake.
Oh yeah, did you guys hear that shit? That Russia declared that the sale of Alaska was illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Like
want
that video.
Yeah, motherfucker, come get it. Like, dare you? Fuck around and find out. Come over and try to take Alaska back, see what happened. Couldn't even take Ukraine, and you want to take a bunch of armed Americans on? I mean, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, there's a lot of just citizens out there that have grown up around guns and are just as they might not have the military training as far as tactics go, but they know how to tear that gun apart. They know how to shoot it. They know how to aim it. They are just as proficient with their weapons as anybody in the military would be. Like, that's still a dangerous combination right there to be fucking around with.
If they want to give me a gun and go and train, that's fine. I know a few people I can finish off. Couple of politicians.
You guys can't even own guns, can you, David?
No, but
Rigger said that wasn't true, Paul, that it's all voluntary like the US.
you can.
But they might have, I was gonna say they might have the selective service thing like we do. Maybe you have
I'm
to
talking
register.
about back in the 60s.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's even before Rigger's time, so I'm not sure.
Because we used to go over as a family. They had a great big beach that you could drive on, and you go over there, and they'd show up with the big military vehicles and everything, unload, and they'd go out in the lake and do maneuvers.
They used to have it over here as well, but as I was saying, Paul, over here you can actually own a gun, but you have to have a license for it, and you can own certain air rifles that are probably tickle the person if you shot them with it.
Well, Paul Hodges said the new Prime Minister of Canada wants to eliminate anybody having a firearm.
Well, he's not
We
new.
don't-
You're talking about Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about him.
As I said to Justin once, good luck with that, because you guys have had guns for a while now, and the chances of people handing them in is zero. Yeah, the likes of yourself, Justin, the good people, the genuine people, they'd hand them in, but the criminals will be like the ones collecting them up, going, thanks.
East
I
Coast
wouldn't hand them in if
Coast
they
Girl
asked me to.
says, Justin, he works with two guys from Mexico. They listen to the Mexican president every day, and he wants to take Texas back.
Fuck around.
Go for it.
They're gonna lose that war again. Dude,
Give
let's
it back,
face it,
Justin. It doesn't belong to you.
I mean,
Huh?
technically,
back.
there is no neighbors, and this is nothing against Canada, but there is no military that's bordered with the U.S. that's ready to take on the U.S. military. Sorry, ain't happening. You're going to cross that Texas border for about 2 minutes, and you're going to get your ass leveled into the ground.
You know what? I think we should visit 1776 again and take back our land as well.
Justin, what do you think about that statement?
Hand it over, big boy.
Oh yeah, I did that back in the day, Dusty. I think they still do that.
You don't want to pick that fight.
I would say Iran's not necessarily a joke, but I still don't think they'd be any match.
Yeah, you just avoid that. What I just said.
Mm.
Just hand it over. Be quiet. That's it. Avoid it.
Well, you know, a couple of big bombs in Iran at their president and their mullahs and all of that, just blow them the hell out of there, and it settled down. Yeah, I was in the draft, Ed. As soon as I turned 18 in
Well, they've been trying, Tim, but they really haven't had any luck with that. I mean, they've been launching shit at ships left and right, and they haven't hit a single U.S. military ship yet because they just everything they're launching at them. I mean, it's easy takedown for those ships. Like I said, you're talking about one destroyer.
Girls right there.
I mean, one destroyer or one frigate with the Aegis system. You're talking about, I think, can handle multiple incoming missiles and threats at the same time.
She turned her head. She didn't like me doing this.
I would say I would agree with you, Rigger, that maybe their air defenses are a little bit more modern, but their air force and stuff is still very outdated. I mean, they're still flying a lot of F4s.
Aubrey,
mean,
tell
you
your
put-
dad to hand over Florida back.
I mean, you put F4s against FA-18s or F-22s or F-35s, I guarantee they're going to lose every time. Plus, the amount of training U.S. pilots get is insane. They average like 250 hours every year. What?
Mm.
No, right now.
Well, Justin, are you going to hand it over or not? Can't keep avoiding the question.
What?
Yeah.
Hand over the land back. We want it back.
No, come get it.
Oh, and Tim says, be prepared, Justin. You're still within draft age.
I don't care. Say if it came down to it where somebody was literally attacking our country, I'd be right there with everybody else.
Yeah, but you can't be putting it on YouTube Shorts.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to put your regular shorts on to go.
Yeah, but you can just see Justin, can't you? Don't send that nuke yet. I'm just setting up a YouTube short. You ready? Ready? Now you can go.
I don't know. I honestly think though, Rigger, I kind of agree with you to a certain extent, but at the same time, I don't think if the U.S. did go after Iran, I don't think they would face the U.S. military as an army versus an army. I think they would try to pull more. I think a lot of their military members would hide among the populations and not be in uniform and fight the same guerrilla war that they
Guerrilla
were doing
warfare.
in Iraq and Afghanistan. Because time and time again, the militaries of the Middle East run and hide amongst the people when shit hits the fan. Not to say that some of them don't fight, but they'll hide among the population instead of
Like
taking
they're
one
doing
on
right
in
now
uniform.
over in Iraq.
And I mean, in the first Gulf War, the Iraq military at that time
Laura, thanks for stopping in. You get some rest.
Yeah.
wasn't nothing
no
to
worries.
really. I mean, in the Iraq military in the first Gulf War wasn't really nothing to sneeze at. They had the third largest military, had some of the heaviest anti-air and
Sound emotional, Justin.
no, I'm just having trouble breathing because I'm still getting over that.
Yeah, we'll just slow it down a bit. We don't want you passing out.
Well, you guys let me know when you want to close it down, because if you're getting tired,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I could tell Dominic's eyes were flashing like this, you know.
All I'm
No,
going
I-
to say is, I ain't
I've
going to
got
go
to-
to bed because
Okay.
while you sleep, time goes faster. And if time goes faster, my printer's going to get here faster.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well, and you're going to need all the energy you can get in a good night's sleep to mess around with that printer.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I need a good night's sleep for the next couple of days that I'm going to spend awake 24/7
Yeah.
printing. I'm going to be like Captain Joe. Everything's getting printed.
There you go. Just don't get sick like Captain Joe.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I use a face mask. I know Justin's not been keeping his distance from that camera.
Okay, Dominic, thanks for being here. Justin, thanks again, my friend.
All right.
Catch you all later.
Take care. We'll see you. Are you going to go live later, Justin?
No.
Okay.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
We'll see you in the morning. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Right.